What if I told you that Jesus came to abolish religion? What if I told you that voting for the right party just wasn't his mission? And just because you call some people blind doesn't automatically give you vision. I mean, if religion is so great, why did it start so many wars? And why does it tell single mothers Jesus doesn't love you just because you had a divorce? But you know what God called religious people in the Old Testament? Whores. You see, they can't fix their problems, so they try and mask it, not realizing that religion is just like spraying perfume on a casket. The problem with religion is it doesn't get down to the core. It simply gives you a long list of chores, like, let's dress up on the outside and make it look all nice and neat. But you know what's funny? That's exactly what they did to mummies while the corpse rotted underneath. Now, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, quit putting on a fake look, because you know there's a problem when people know you're a Christian only by your Facebook. I mean, in every other aspect of life, logic seems unworthy. It's like saying I play for the Springboks just because I bought the jersey. Now, this was me too, but nobody seemed to be onto me. I acted like a church kid while struggling with rebellion. I went to church every Sunday, but by Saturday, it would start getting faded, living in rejection, and ultimately became anorexic. You see, I tried to create this whole facade of meekness, but now that I know Jesus, man, I boast in my weakness. Because if grace means water, then the church should be an ocean. It's not a museum for the good people, but a hospital for the broken. Which means I don't have to hide my failures. I don't have to hide my sins, because it doesn't depend on me. It depends on Him. Because when I was an enemy of God, and certainly not a fan, He looked down at me and said, I want that woman. See, Jesus hates religion. In fact, He called them fools. Don't you see, this is so much better than just following a set of rules. Now, let me clarify. I love the church, I love the Bible, and yes, I do believe there is sin. But if Jesus came to your house, would you actually let Him in? Remember, He was called a glutton and a drunkard by religious men. And the Son of God does not support self-righteousness. Not now, and not then. Now back to the point. One thing that is vital to mention, how Jesus and religion are on opposite spectrums. The one is the work of God and the other, man-made invention. The one is the cure, the other the infection. Religion says do, Jesus says done. Religion says slave, Jesus says son. Religion puts you in bondage, but Jesus sets you free. Religion makes you blind, but Jesus lets you see. And that's why I say that Jesus and religion are two totally different claims. The one is man searching for God, and the other is God searching for man. You see, salvation is freely mine, and forgiveness my own, because it doesn't depend on my good merits, but on Jesus' obedience alone. Because when He took that crown of thorns and the blood dripped down His face, He took away all of this hurt. I guess you call it grace. And while being murdered, He yelled, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because while He was dangling on that cross, He was thinking of you. He absorbed all of your sins and He buried it in the tomb. And that's why kneeling at the cross He yells, come on, there's room. As for religion, no, I hated. In fact, I resented. Because when Jesus said it's finished, I believe He meant it.